You look concerned.
I'm worried about Persephone.
Persephone can look after herself.
She's incredible. I agree, but these are strange times. I've heard that some ungrateful delinquents plot against her.
These ungrateful delinquents. Could they be right?
Bah! You give them too much credit. Still, Persephone needs protection.
Don't look at me.
There's a friend of mine and your father's, Kyros of Xarax. He's a strong and honorable warrior. He's been abducted, but if we could free him...
You're suggesting we make a human Persephone's bodyguard?
With Kyros at the ready, the humans will think twice before attacking one of their own.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were in love with Persephone.
No one understands her the way I do. Adonis, she's a cruel despot. To her husband, she's a trinket on his arm.
And what do you see?
Me? Oh, I don't know. I've never had anyone ask me before. She's... everything.
How do you know this, Kyros?
He was an aide, of sorts, to your father. Every great painter needs a hand to crush their pigment. That was Kyros, a warrior.
Say no more. I'll find Kyros for you.
Ah, I knew I could trust you. While you're gone, I'll arrange a meeting with Persephone. Bring Kyros to the heart of Elysium. We'll be there. Persephone will be thrilled to have Kyros at her side. When you have freed him, find us in the heart of Elysium.
Kyros of Xarax. Hermes sent me.
That keymaker is predictable. I'll give him that much. So, how did you get that staff?
Pythagoras was my father. Things happened. Now it's mine.
That right? That makes us family. I knew the man well.
I heard. This way. Persephone's waiting.
Persephone herself? This is going to be easier than I thought.
Wait. What's going to be easier? All right, Kyros. Let's make this quick. You said this is going to be easier than you thought.
Since we're basically family, I'm trusting your honor. I work for Adonis.
But you were caged by humans.
Yes, and Hermes found out about it right around the time Persephone was coaxed into deciding she needs a bodyguard.
You staged the whole thing and you're using Hermes to infiltrate Persephone's lair? You're no simple warrior.
Before I met your father, I had 4 sons, each a warrior. When my third boy fell in battle, there was only guilt. I'd cried all my tears for the first 2.
Go on.
And with the 4th, I felt longing. Sadness had become my only friend. And I had no one left to grieve. Warriors don't bring peace. They bring sorrow.
So by getting behind Persephone's defenses, you think you can prevent war? You could convince her to surrender or distract her while Adonis escapes.
Anything but battle. But before we go to Persephone, I have to send confirmation this plan worked. Will you take me?
Fine, but be quick. We need to go to Persephone and Hermes. They're waiting. You really think you can save lives?
I'm not sure how death works in Elysium, but suffering is eternal. And that is something I can stop.
Come on. Here! Ella. They're coming for you. Let's go. That's all of them. Let's keep moving.
Once Odyssey hears my plan worked, maybe he'll stand down.
Hurry, Kyrus. We need to get back to Hermes, or Persephone might suspect something.
I hear Persephone likes to test her new recruits. And I've got a bit of a temper. If you see me turning red...
I'll think of something.
Where have you been? No one keeps Persephone waiting.
It got complicated. We took a less direct route.
What matters, Hermes, is I'm freed thanks to you. When I go to my queen, I will make sure she's grateful to you for my service.
Explain it to Persephone. She's waiting.
I'll make sure she knows this was entirely my fault, not yours.
I'm sorry I was ungrateful. Kyros will make a strong guard. Thank you again, friend.
Here, Hermes.
Keeper, I've been robbed. These are dark times for Elysium. Those delinquent fools have robbed even me.
What did they take?
I fashioned a key, a recipe if you will, for an eternal flame. I intended to gift it to Persephone. With it, she could shine her light, even in the underworld.
An eternal flame could bring order to this chaos.
You understand her burden better than you let on. By enduring her sacrifice, Persephone keeps us safe in the underworld.
So write the recipe again.
What I wrote took lifetimes. We can't let it stay in the hands of humans who would use it against her. Keep her. Cassandra, we have to steal it back.
You're a good man for wanting to protect Persephone. I'll help.
I thank you. You are quickly becoming my friend and ally.
An eternal flame sounds more like a myth than some simple recipe.
I began writing the recipe with your father. It's as real as the danger we'd face without it.
Why do you go to these lengths to save Persephone? She wouldn't do the same for you.
Since these humans started acting against her, she's been suffering. When she suffers, we all suffer.
Hermes, has it occurred to you she might just be using you?
Of course not. She simply needs someone to rely on. She needs me.
I'll find the rebels and get your recipe.
That's all I ask. If you are spotted or cause a commotion, we risk retaliation. Go unseen.
This looks like the scribbles of a madman. But it's been ripped. Where's the rest of it?
Time to fight!
We're going to rip you apart!
to get the recipe back.
About that. Here it is.
You've spared this realm great suffering, my friend. I wonder, were you spotted?
It was heavily guarded. Things got ugly.
They will know it was us. They'll retaliate. I just wanted to help, but I've made things worse.
I'm giving these torn pieces back, Hermes, but I'm trusting you. A flame that never dies could consume all of Elysium.
I swear to you as your friend, I will only use the flame if it's absolutely necessary.
Hermes, things are worse in Elysium than I've been letting on. The rebels are organized and ready to fight. War is coming.
We must crush the force behind the chaos. Let's fight for Persephone.
You're so worried about Persephone, you can't even see you're in just as much danger.
I don't care what happens to me. You were caught when we stole back the eternal flame. The humans will retaliate for what we've done.
What do you propose? That we kill them all?
What choice do we have? Chaos came for us, and soon there will be blood on our hands.
At least when you asked me to steal, it was from thieves. You're not a murderer, Hermes.
You made me look like a fool when I sent you to Kiros. But I can still come back from that, and prove my worth.
I told you, we were diverted.
It doesn't matter. Please, I'm begging you, my friend. Help me to help her.
You think that your obsession with Persephone entitles you to her love? It doesn't. She will never love you, Hermes. And no amount of killing will change that.
Enough!
Stop! You're going to kill him!
What are you doing here?
Don't question me. Thank me for stopping you both before you do something you regret.
This isn't over!
Stand down, both of you. You still have your parts to play in all of this. Now stop bickering and fulfill them.
Welcome to the uprising. These ruins were abandoned when Persephone constructed her paradise. We won't be bothered here.
But there are so few of you.
Most of Persephone's army consists of mind-controlled humans. Free their minds and bring them to me. We can use them as troops.
Free their minds?
My dear friend Hermes is a master manipulator. And that staff of yours looks like one of his creations. Try using that. There's an outpost southwest from here, nestled in the hand of Hades. Warriors were spotted in its paw. You surprise me. When we first met, I was positive you were sent by Persephone to...
To what?
seduce me. Confuse me. Anything to make me forget my love. But when I asked you to weaken Persephone's influence, you did. I asked you to bring me warriors, and here they are.
And all I had to do was risk my life for you to trust me.
No one in Elysium is who they say. So when a clever warrior shows up to help me escape, you'll have to excuse me if I'm skeptical.
Time to find more warriors.
Scouts spotted one nearby. Was a Spartan hero in his former life. He's not under Persephone's influence, but keeps mostly to himself. With a champion like him on our side, we can't fail.
How will I know when I find him?
From what I'm told, you can't miss it.
Leonidas!
You have the eyes of my daughter. So something did survive that day. How do you have this?
Mirini. She's my mother. I'm here because I need your help. I need you to fight.
I have found peace here. Why would I fight?
All my life, I was told of my grandfather. The king who spat in the face of the gods and ran his spear through anyone who threatened the freedom of his people. Now I'm the one fighting for freedom, and I'm asking my grandfather for help.
We'll need to use the terrain to our advantage.
So you'll fight with us?
Not until you fight me. You say you're Marini's daughter. I want to see how she trained you. Warriors only fight for you if you are willing to die for them. An enemy at their last breath is at their most dangerous. I could have used you at Thermopylae.
You could have used a lot of people at Thermopylae.
I am glad this spear is in your hands. I will fight with you. You have my word as a Spartan.
Thank you, grandfather.
There she is.
How's Leonidas fitting in?
Morale's never been higher. Scouts are reporting Persephone's influence is weakening across Elysium. You're definitely causing havoc out there.
I won't rest until it's done.
You know, I'm starting to think Elysium isn't such a bad place with you in it.
Yes. If only you weren't in love with Aphrodite, and trying to overthrow the queen, and everyone else wasn't dead, Elysium would be perfect.
All I'm saying is you breathe life into this world filled with dead people. Anyhow, we have a bit of a situation.
Of course we do.
Persephone's guards have cut off supply lines, overtaken hideouts, secrets and locations she couldn't possibly have known without inside help. We suspect there is a spy in our midst.
Who?
One is a messenger. She was sent with crucial information to one of our camps. When she didn't return, we sent a scout. The entire camp was killed, and she was nowhere to be found. The other is a blacksmith. Soldiers love to gossip while getting their blades sharpened. We think he may have overheard some of our plans.
That's a good start.
What Persephone doesn't realize is two can play at this game. A little spy of my own has penetrated the queen's inner circle.
You should tell me who they are so I don't accidentally... kill them.
Whisper the words, "Violets only bloom in Elysium winters." Anyone who doesn't respond with "cold as Hades' heart" is free for the killing.
Poetic. Now tell me where to find the messenger and the blacksmith.
They both have homes in the village. Return to me once you're done.
This must be the messenger's house. So Persephone knows we've recruited Leonidas. Broken piece from one of the torches of Hypnos I destroyed. Detailed information about one of Adonis's rebel camps. Definitely the house of a blacksmith. A list of people Adonis has spent time with. Mine and Persephone's names are on this. A note written to Aphrodite. The blacksmith told her everything. Adonis's escape plans, the rebellion.
And who's the dirty spy? The messenger or the blacksmith?
Both have been spying on you. Both have information that could undo your rebellion.
Lousy malacas. My scouts tell me they're on the move. We only have time to dispose of one before they disappear completely. Which is more dangerous to our cause?
The blacksmith had a list of people you've spent time with, and a note to Aphrodite outlining your plans for escape.
And what about the messenger?
She had detailed information about one of your rebel camps, a note to Persephone about Leonidas joining the fight, and a fragment of one of the mind control devices I destroyed. The blacksmith. I'll go after him.
Last I heard, he was spotted near the village.
Making me chase you will make your death even worse! The blacksmith was working for Aphrodite. This news could break Adonis's heart. The blacksmith is dead.
That's something at least. There was an ambush. The messenger led Persephone's guards to one of our camps. No one survived. The messenger escaped.
Adonis, I'm not sure how to tell you this. The blacksmith was working for Aphrodite.
What? Why would you say that? My love, why?
No one in Elysium is who they claim to be.
I must escape this world of lies.
Our next move needs to be swift and deadly.
Meet me later at the palace of the Colossi. I've acquired a little something that will turn Persephone's paradise upside down.
Keeper, there you are. The Queen is in Defcalion's heritage and requires your presence. She says it's quite urgent.